Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Michael Vick, live on VicTube. So subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I make football videos, about college football and the NFL. Of course, I'm a Georgia fan and a Falcons fan. But during the off season, when there's not much football going on, then I make a lot of videos about just like my opinions on different topics. But this is going to be a football video. Oh yeah, and I do live streams every Friday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. So anyway, the 2020-2021 Divisional Playoffs are in the books. And so we're gonna get into it, talking about this week's biggest winners and losers. Obviously, the biggest winners being those teams are moving on to the conference championships, and those who lost will be sitting at home. So anyway, we'll start out with the Saturday games. Rams, Packers. The Packers beat the Rams 32-18. That's really the Packers led the whole way, but the Rams were able to keep it interesting for the first three quarters. It seemed like there were a couple of points in that game when it looked like it was going to turn into a blowout, and then the Rams would fight back. They would get a stop and they would score and take it back to a one-score game. And then the Packers pulled away in the fourth quarter. They scored that touchdown. On the deep ball. And of course, that put them up 2 touchdowns. And then they could have scored again at the end. They had first and goal, but they were inside the 2-minute warning, and of course the Rams had exhausted their timeout, so the Packers just took a knee, which is good sportsmanship. They could have ran up the score, but they didn't want to. Plus, the two head coaches are friends, so of course Matt LaFleur wasn't going to run up the score on his friend Sean McVay. So anyway, So the Packers will host the NFC Championship. And then, let's see, Ravens, Bills. The Bills beat the Ravens 17-3. And it was just a comedy of errors from Baltimore. I mean, a lot of mistakes and missed opportunities. So really, they could have won this game if they had played cleaner. But I mean, you've got 2 missed field goals, and then the 101-yard pick six where it looked like they were going to score on that drive toward the end of the third quarter, and then they throw a pick six. Yes, that's a 14-point swing right there. And then they had a bad punt early in the game, where it went out of bounds, and then Buffalo was set up already in field goal range. Yeah, so that's another 3 points. And then you had problems with the with the center and quarterback exchange. And of course there was that one snap that got away from Lamar Jackson, and then he got intentional grounding, and then he was knocked out of the game with a concussion. So then they were backed up at their own goal line with the backup quarterback, Huntley, the rookie from Utah. And then they had another red zone opportunity late in the fourth, and they ended up turning it over on downs. And then they were about to get the ball back with a minute and a half left, and then they got roughing the punter. I can't remember if it was roughing the punter or if it was running into, but it was a first down either way, so that was the game. But at that point, the game was probably already lost anyway. But yes, that's 13 points left off the board. So so the Ravens could have won, 16-10, if they could have cleaned up all the mistakes. But no, but the Bills win 17-3. Anyway, so the next, let's see, Browns, Chiefs. The Chiefs beat the Browns 22-17. And then, of course, Patrick Mahomes was knocked out of the game with a concussion. So they brought in their backup, Henney, and then they were able to hold on to win the game. But and I mean, it was a good effort from Cleveland. Of course they had that fumble into the end zone. That was a touchback. If that had been a touchdown instead, then they probably win. So that play was really the difference in the game. Of course, the Browns played a lot better in the second half, but just wasn't enough. And then there's the Chiefs' offense really struggled in the second half. Of course, that was partly because Mahomes was out of the game. But basically, they were shut out after Mahomes went down. Except for they did get a field goal, but they were already in field goal range at that point. So So if I'm a Chiefs fan, then I'm really worried about Mahomes coming back, because if he's not available, then it might not be much of a game next week. So anyway, so now next, we've got, so it was at the Sunday night game, right? Buccaneers at Saints, and the Bucs won 30-20, and this could be Drew Brees' last home game, barring a change of heart, but it looks like he's going to retire. So yes, that was a terrible way to end his career. Yeah, with 3 interceptions. So then the Saints turned it over 4 times, and the Bucs got 21 points off of those turnovers, and that ended up being the difference in the game. So now the GOAT, Tom Brady, gets to continue to pursue yet another Super Bowl ring. Anyway. So next week, Green Bay will host Tampa Bay for the NFC Championship, and Kansas City will host Buffalo for the AFC Championship. Oh, yeah. And now on to some Falcons news. The Falcons have hired Titans offensive coordinator Arthur Smith as head coach. So I support this hire. I know that everyone was thinking, we want the guy from Kansas City, Eric Bieniemy, but you don't know how that would have worked out. How much of the Chiefs' success on offense was it Bieniemy, and how much was it Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes? But anyway, so with Smith as offensive coordinator, the last 2 years, the Titans have had a top 5 offense. They've been second in yards per game and 4th in scoring. And of course, Derrick Henry has led the league in rush yards the last 2 years. He's got over 3,000 yards in the last 2 years. And then Tannehill has been really good. Yes, since he took over in week 7, he has led the league in yards per attempt at 8.5. And he's 3rd in passing touchdowns and 3rd in quarterback rating. Of course, a lot of the Titans' success is built around Derrick Henry, right? So we should draft Najee Harris in the 1st round, right? That might be a pipe dream. You never see running backs get drafted top 5. So I support Arthur Smith 100%, until he gives me a reason not to. So I want to extend a warm welcome to our new head coach, Arthur Smith. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all again next time.